Welcome to another episode of Fright Friday right here on Night Owl Video. I hope everyone had a nice Christmas, and I hope everyone's looking forward to the New Year's Eve celebrations coming up. I hope everyone had a good, safe, happy holiday, and that you enjoyed some good food and company with your friends and family. Or maybe you took the opposite route and you just had some quiet time to yourself. That's okay too. But anyway, I hope you had a good holiday so far. We're kind of in the midst. I always like that time between Christmas and New Year's, and kind of just a nice time of the year. It's a little hectic beforehand, but then you have that kind of release of the relaxing that comes after it. So today we are talking about one of my more recent favorites, Cabin in the Woods, which is probably like, I don't know, 10 or 12 years old at this point, but it still feels like newish to me. I think that happens when you get older. But yeah, we're going to be talking about this movie today. We'll talk about cast, production, critical response, my thoughts on the film, where you can watch it, and all that jazz. So I hope you will stick around for this review. Thank you to everybody who has recently subscribed, left comments, given me the thumbs up, all that jazz. I really appreciate your support. And let's get on with the review. Cabin in the Woods. This was a horror sci-fi comedy from 2011 directed by Drew Goddard, who wrote the films Cloverfield, World War Z, The Martian, and Buffy and Angel TV shows. This is such a fun movie, really, and I probably revisit this movie every couple of years just for a little escapism. This isn't your heavy-handed, elevated horror. This is like a throwback to 80s and 90s fun, and there's a lot of great humor in this. The cast is hilarious. On that note, the cast includes Kristen Connolly, who had a small role in the film The Happening. She was also on Guiding Light as well as The World Turns. This also stars Chris Hemsworth, who is, of course, Thor in the Marvel movies. And he's also got a role in the new Mad Max spin-off Furiosa, which I saw the trailer for the other day. Looks great, can't wait. I thought Fury Road was probably one of the best movies of the last 10 years. This also stars Anna Hutchison, who is in a bunch of stuff I've never heard of. Fran Kranz, who was in The Village as well as The Dark Tower. Jesse Williams, who was in a remake of Jacob's Ladder. Did anyone even know there was a remake of Jacob's Ladder? As well as a bunch of other stuff I've never heard of. And I love this guy, Richard Jenkins, who was also in Step Brothers as well as The Shape of Water. He's one of the controller guys. I don't know if he's on the case here. Yeah, he's right there. These two guys, really, really funny in this film. This is a movie I could talk about for a long time. I really enjoyed this movie. The synopsis for Cabin in the Woods is when 5 college friends arrive at a remote forest cabin for a little vacation, little do they expect the horrors that await them. One by one, the youths fall victim to backwoods zombies, but there is another factor at play. 2 scientists, Richard Jenkins and Bradley Whitford, are manipulating the ghoulish goings-on, but even as the body count rises, there is yet more at work than meets the eye. So this movie has layers, and literally has layers because they go like underground. Goddard and Whedon having worked together. Drew Goddard was the director. Josh Whedon also produced and wrote along with Drew Goddard this film. So Goddard and Whedon, having worked previously on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel, wrote the screenplay in 3 days, describing it as an attempt to revitalize the slasher film genre and as a critical satire on torture porn. Not one of my favorite genres, but filming took place in Vancouver, British Columbia from March to May of 2009 on an estimated budget of $30 million. The box office was approximately $66 million, so it made over double of its money back at the box office. Concerning the sheer numbers of creatures to be designed and made for the film, AFX Studios' David Leroy Anderson estimated that close to 1,000 people were turned into one of around 60 different monsters. The task necessitated renting a much larger facility to use as a workspace, as a crew of around 60 people were recruited. The producers told them to commence work on December 15th of 2008, ahead of the official January 1st, 2009 start date. They only completed the work by the March 9th, 2009 production date because, as Anderson stated, quote, "We had nearly 70 people at peak, but in effect we had 140 people because everybody had at least 2 jobs." So a lot of work went into this film. The underground complex, elevators, and the control room were all sets, but for several wide shots, the British Columbia Institute of Technology's aerospace building was used. The critical response for this movie, this currently holds a 92% on Rotten Tomatoes. Most critics praise its meta references and clever production. It won tons of awards. Its 2013 Fangoria Movie Awards. This was a winner in all senses of the word. Pat Travers of Rolling Stone said, "Wicked, twisted fun." If you've never seen this movie and you like just good campy horror movies with some humor and some really good gore and lots of creatures, this is for you. Cabin in the Woods. This has been out for a while, but I love this movie. I have nothing bad to say about this movie. Some of the special effects are a little dated because it did come out so long ago, but I love this movie. This is the I don't know what year this came out on DVD, but probably around that time. This is the Blu-ray version. It's a Region A Blu-ray. It's rated 18 in Canada for brutal violence, disturbing content, and gory scenes. What else can I tell you about this? It's a... Special features are an audio commentary with writer-director Drew Goddard and writer-producer Joss Whedon. It also has a feature called We Are Not Who We Are, The Making of Cabin in the Woods, An Army of Nightmares, Makeup and Animatronic Effects, Primal Terror Visual Effects, The Secret Stash, Marty's Stash, which must be some kind of feature, WonderCon Q&A, and It's Not What You Think, The Cabin in the Woods, bonus view mode. So I guess you can watch this Blu-ray with like some kind of pop-up thing. So certain scenes you can have this pop-up thing that comes up on the screen and you can learn more about the scene. I didn't watch it that way because it just doesn't appeal to me that much. But yeah, this is... I don't know the runtime of this. I cannot find the runtime listed here on the... Oh, here it is. 1 hour, 35 minutes. So perfect. That's this edition. It's a Blu-ray. I just upgraded from DVD a little while ago. Really happy. This looked really nice on Blu-ray in high def. Great movie. This is just a really fun movie. If you like 80s horror movies, 90s horror movies, the kids go into the cabin in the woods, but this has a twist, which was really refreshing and kind of like flipping the genre on its head. So if you think of like Evil Dead, but then there's like other layers to this. The creature effects for the most part were really, really good. Some of them actually terrifying. There's a clown in this movie that actually really creeps me out. One of these guys wants the... I don't want to give too much away because this is really like... this is like such a cool movie, and if you've never seen it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but there are a bunch of different creatures in the movie. And the kids kind of choose their fate unbeknownst to them. And these guys and a whole bunch of people in this underground thing that are kind of controlling this environment that the kids are in, place wagers like what creature's going to get them and stuff. And one of them wants like the merman to get them. And then the merman does eventually come, and I won't tell you who he gets, but it's really, really cool and super gory. There's a werewolf in here that's cool. There's a guy with a saw, like a blade through his head. Yeah, this is really, really good. The effects are excellent. I don't know, I didn't mention the name of the company that did it. AFX Studio. Wow, they really knocked it out of the park on this one. I don't know what other movies they've done, but this to me was really, really good. A really original story. Never... The excitement just keeps going. There's really no like lull in the movie. There's cheesy, like sexy scenes in it. There's gore. There's monsters. There's a cool twist. Sigourney Weaver's in here at one point. Like, this movie's got it all. So I can't praise this movie enough. If you've never seen it, do yourself a favor, go watch this movie. This is a fairly easy one to find at the thrift store, I think, either DVD or Blu-ray. You can also watch this on Prime Video and Crave if you have subscriptions in Canada. You can also rent it on Apple TV and the Cineplex app in Canada. So, yeah, I could go on about this movie for so long, but I'll leave it at that. Short and sweet. Cabin in the Woods. This is, of course, the French-English, so you can flip the cover art and you can have the French version. What is it called in French? It's Le Cabin dans le Bois. Le Cabin dans le Bois. For my French speaking followers. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this Cabin in the Woods. Did you love this movie? Did you not like this movie? I'm sure there's some people out there that thought this was cheesy or terrible, but I think generally speaking, most people that saw this movie who like horror movies thought this was brilliant. I couldn't agree with more. But let me know your thoughts on this movie. Did you like Cabin in the Woods? I thought it was a really cool twist on the genre. Again, like a lot of like Scream and movies like that where they play a bit with the meta aspects of the horror genre. This movie kind of did it for those like kids in the woods kind of slasher type movies. So yeah, I gotta shut up. I gotta shut up. But I really go on about this movie for a lot. But that's my thoughts on Cabin in the Woods. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. Consider giving me the thumbs up if you like this review or this kind of content. Consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. Every Tuesday I do a Cult Movie Tuesday review, which I try to find to my best ability a cult movie to review. Sometimes it's it's cult adjacent. And then every Friday I do Fright Friday where I talk about a horror movie. So today we're talking about Cabin in the Woods. So yeah. That if you subscribe, those are the things you get. I also do thrifting haul videos from time to time. So if you like people going out and thrifting for VHS and DVDs and Blu-rays, follow along because I haven't done that for a while just because the thrifting has not been great recently. But I definitely feel like I'm on the verge of doing one soon. So be sure to watch out for that. The new year is coming, 2024, so I'm hoping to come up with some cool new things for the channel. I'd like to maybe do like a Blockbuster, not the store, but like Blockbuster movies kind of series, talking about, because I watch a lot of horror movies, a lot of cult movies, but I also watch a lot of like mainstream stuff. So I'm not totally like a snob that way, but some of the movies I want to review don't really fit into either of my current series. So I was thinking maybe I'll do something like that in the new year, but we'll see. Anyway, I hope you had a nice holidays. I hope you got to spend time with some friends and family, or maybe you just had some quiet time to decompress and do what you want. Maybe you watched some cool movies. Let me know the horror movies or other types of movies you watched over the holidays. And you know, the new year is coming, so I'm excited for that. I probably won't have a video before the new year, so happy new year in advance to everybody. I hope you have a safe and fun New Year's celebration. Be sure to get someone to drive you if you are consuming alcohol or cannabis products. Be safe. Have a designated driver or maybe sleep over somewhere, but just stay safe because we don't want anyone to get hurt. And this is supposed to be a fun time of the year, so I'm not going to get all preachy on you, but just be safe out there. I'm also a parent and a grandparent and a caregiver, so you know, it comes naturally, I guess. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Cabin in the Woods. This past Tuesday, I talked about Manhattan Baby, the Lucio Fulci movie, which I really didn't have much to say about because I really didn't care for that movie that much. But in the coming weeks, I have Ghost in the Shell, the original animated version, of course, Demons. Akira, I did kind of binge a bunch of like anime movies. So Ghost in the Shell, Akira, My Neighbor Totoro is coming up in January. So be sure to tune in for that if you like that kind of thing. But yeah, I've got Demons. As far as the horror movies, Demons 2, The Wolfman, The Collector, Talk to Me, What Lies Beneath. Those are all coming up in the coming weeks and months. So be sure to tune in for those. If you're bored and you're looking for something to do, I have a huge playlist over the last 2 years of, or year and a half, I guess, of horror movies as well as cult movies. So you can find those on my channel if you want to go back and watch some of them if you haven't seen them. Love all your support. And again, Happy New Year to everyone. And until next time, I will see you at the video store or at the thrift store or just out and about somewhere. But hopefully I will not see you in a cabin in the woods. Unless I really like you, but probably not going into the woods because there's monsters and redneck zombies and stuff. So anyway, take good care of yourselves. And until the next video, I will be over here watching movies, getting new reviews ready. And like again, I got hopefully got some cool stuff coming in 2024. So thank you everybody who subscribed this year and supported my channel. I really appreciate it. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye.